Hey everybody, I have returned from the COVID. Anyway, this is, I'm gonna coach myself through my days today. This is, I'm catching up on some videos that I owe to my Karaoke Club members who have requested breakdowns. And so I thought it might be fun today to do this one inside this group before, so you can see me work through it before I actually compress it into like a shorter tip video. So yeah, I'm literally just gonna sing through this thing and figure it out as I go. So you'll just be watching process, post-COVID process at that, or tail end of COVID process. So here we go. So just coaching myself through my days, and seeing what we find. And if you have questions along the way, drop them in the comments. We'll chat. Okay, well that's not a great start because that's not even their first notes. Where am I? Where am I going? Is it somewhere that I wanna go, go? Is it somewhere that I wanna go, go? So right there, I'm working on where do I want that low note to be? Is it somewhere that I wanna go, go? I don't want to drop the larynx too much. I want to stay conversational with that. Is it somewhere that I wanna go, go? Yeah. And when I get there, same thing, don't want to drop that larynx too much. Is that where happy is? Or is it somewhere I already know? Sometimes I feel like I cry without a noise. Sometimes I feel like somebody chose my choice. Yeah, so when you're going through it, the body can be tricky. You really have to lift there. As I clear that phlegm. Feel like I cry, because you kind of don't have to lift as much on cry. I cry without a noise. Sometimes I feel, but for some reason, somebody feels a little, it's not lower, it's the same note, but cry lifts things a little bit. So it's almost like you have to make sure that you put body where cry went. Like I cry, sometimes I feel like I cry without a noise. Sometimes I feel like go to the same place, like somebody chose my chose my choice, or sing the notes that are actually there, like somebody chose my choice. Ooh, that was not in tune. Let me do a little snort, get that soft palate up. I have to run away. I have to sit and say, I want to live a life where I'm allowed to say that I'm proud of the way that I spent my days. Okay, so to get that breathy thing she's doing, you really have to put an H on the beginning of that. But you really have to make sure that soft palate is lifted, and then everything is super supported. Even though it's a light sound, like if it doesn't have massive support behind it, it will go flat fast. Right? Ooh, chord. I have to run away. I know, Janet, I was like, I'm one day post-COVID. Let's do my days. I have to sit and say, I want to live a life. So if I want a little more power there, or not power, a little more speech, then I'm going to put a teeny tiny glottal on it. I want to live a life where I'm allowed to say that I'm proud of the way that I spent my days. Okay, so there's the beginning. I can feel something growing. It is small, but it's shifting So here's the thing with most people on low notes, be very aware. I tell my whalers this all the time, resist the assist. Because what will happen is, it is small, but it's shifting the ground, and we reach. Small, but it's shifting the ground. So that'll probably be a tip I'll put in the video, is how to stay speaky and not fall into the trap of helping. Ground, sideways, wah, ground. Let it, if you're working on it, let it go to sort of an ugly place to find it, and then it will land there. I can feel something growing. It is small, but it's shifting the ground. When I was younger, I could feel it, but it's back. It's my sound. Sometimes I feel like I lost my only voice, but then I realize only I can choose my choice. And if you want it stronger, you will let go of those H's and go a little more into your teeny tiny glottals. I have to run away. I have to sit and say, I want to live a life where I'm allowed to say that I'm proud of the way that I spent my days. So, one of the things that I would use here, this is a character that I introduced in our recent mixed belt masterclass. Mixed belt mascot masterclass. I would use the walrus here, because what you want to do is make sure that this top lip is lifted, because it's a lot harder to do. Where is it? Up. Now I'm pulling, right? So instead of pull, lift. And the way you can lift, you put your fingers on your eye teeth like you're a walrus, and then make sure that this top lip doesn't touch those teeth. And if you do that, and it doesn't come out for you, I want you to let me know, because I'm just 99.9% sure it will. I had to run away. I have to sit in. So on any of those eyes, fingers on your fangs, be the walrus. I want to live a life where I am proud to say that I'm proud of the way that I spent my days. These days, all we ever really get are days to dream. Okay, so as you're coming up there, again, avoid the reach. Oh, don't do that. Try, go to your, that placement, and try it on da, 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 da. Do that a couple times. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. And then everything kind of stays in that filter. All we ever really get are days. And then cover up that technique. All we ever really get are days to dream and days to lose. Okay, let's see how this goes. I just need to choose my time. Oh, Lord. Oh, that's a long phrase. Okay, so there's a reason that there's 2 beats of rest written in there. This is the part that might not be a good post-COVID song, but anyway. I just need to choose my. As you're climbing, the good news is not only will you get to breathe there, but that 2 beats of rest there allows you to reset so that you don't have to come right out of it and go, I just need to choose my time, and then get there. You actually can take a break and then set in position, so it lets this part before be full, which is really good writing. I just need to choose my break. Go back to the walrus. Oh, that's out of tune. Okay. Soft palate up, Jenna. Okay, now I'm going to do it on a zzz so I can portion my breath. Woo! This might not be a sitting song. I'm gonna do it again, but this might be a standing song. Okay, that phrase right there can be killer if you're not careful with it, because it's like jumping registers. You're coming out of like this wily D into an octave down D. Because that was tricky just then, what I just did. I have to run away. So you got to come out of like this into sort of speak, into here, back to here, kind of back to here, back to here. Goodness. So I would break that in, like, I would break that into sections: light, medium, heavy, medium, and then figure out which one is which. Okay, so like light, medium, heavy, heavy, medium, light, heavy. And I don't mean heavy like vocal weight, like pushing. I just mean like thickness of sound. So I'm gonna do it with my hands. So if I'm up here, then that means I'm thinking light texture. If I'm here, I'm thinking mid texture. If I'm here, I'm thinking heavier texture. Not necessarily placement wise, although it kind of feels that way to me. So I have to run away. Yeah, and the probably is going to stay more medium texture. I have to run away. Then go back to the light again. I have to, good heavens, stay. Okay. Couple things on that. I have to. That is over an octave leap. So if you try to keep that in the same place, it won't work. It won't work. You're going to have to feel a massive gear shift there, meaning like a complete and total placement switch. So I have to, part one is make sure that have to isn't so heavy that it feels like you've got your feet in concrete blocks trying to jump. Okay, so lighten up have to so that you don't have so far to go on stay. I have to, so instead of have to stay, that's hard. I have to, and then stay. This is another mixed belt mascot, which is Tiny Dinosaur. And Tiny Dinosaur is fierce, and he's mean, and he has teeth, but he's tiny, so it's fierce and tiny. That's kind of the placement that you're going to. I have to. It's going to feel tinier than you think. It's going to sound powerful to your audience, but it's actually going to feel tiny to you. I have to stay. That feels small. Stay! The other thing you can do to give yourself a little bit of an assist up there is you could switch the ST to a ZD. I have to stay. I don't like that. Actually, for me, the ST keeps it light. The ZD actually makes it a little too heavy for me to get there. So I'm not going to do that. But you can try it and see. I have to stay. It's really more about here. I'm a fierce tiny dinosaur. Okay? I've got to live a life where I am proud to say that I followed my joy, I followed my heart, I lived this one wild life, I ripped it apart. Okay, that can get fatiguing fast too. Okay? So like, I followed. Here's what I would suggest doing there so that it doesn't get too bouncy. Do it on an NG, and let so do it on an NG and then do it on an NG while mouthing the words. So for example, I'm gonna live a life where I am proud to say, okay, now I'm gonna mouth the words while I do that. Hey Catherine, this is you. I'm doing your breakdown. I'm doing a long version of your breakdown so that I can do a shorter version of your breakdown on YouTube. But here's like, I'm literally coaching myself through my days for you. All right. This is your karaoke club request. Yeah. So, now after you've done that, I would go a phrase at a time rather than doing the whole thing. So like, that I followed my joy. And then maybe consonant swap that F for a V if that F gets in the way. Then I followed my joy. I followed my heart. I lived this one life. I ripped it apart. I pushed through the corners with no apologies. Yeah, and she goes to J's, I think. I pushed through the corners with no apologies. Yeah, it's gonna like really bite the apple on that. Apologies. I mean, honestly, I kind of feel like I'm just like, there. You might when you get to that section. The other thing is use the pop-up as an assist. Da 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 da. Use that as an assist with the core to help your core engage. So like you could do bug zapper abs there. Oh yay! Yeah, share it with anybody. So now I'm gonna bug zap ab that. And I'm gonna pop those with using a V instead of the F. Then I followed my joy, I followed my heart, I lived this one wild life, I ripped it apart, I pushed, maybe do a B instead of a P there. I pushed through the corners with no, and then going to apologize. It'll be better when I'm not post-COVID. And finally I can say, I know the way back to Walrus. I know the way. I'll say that I love. Also, you can use H's to sort of punch things. I'll say, ha, 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 ha. It's that feeling right there. I'll say that I love the way that I spent. Walrus into probably baby dinosaur. Yeah, or my days. Post-COVID, I'm gonna go baby dinosaur. When the voice is fully back, I might go my days. Oh, I kind of like that better. That's just me, though. You can go either way. And then stay in tune, shall snort. Raise that soft palate. My yeah, so I would say the tip video I'm gonna make out of this one is gonna have to do with I think the main points, and if you guys have questions, if there's a spot that I just went there that I skated over that you sing it and you're like, that Shanna, that spot is always hard. drop that below and I'll go back to that spot and look at it. But I would say the main 4 things, 1 are low notes, not assisting them, just letting them sit, letting them sit so they're not here, but you're just letting them be, thinking more laterally. And then I would say, then go to your two mixed belt mascots that are going to help you the most here are the walrus and tiny dinosaur. You're going to live up there a lot. Couple places for consonant swaps to use them, and then especially on the da 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 da, those interval jumps between the A to the D. Using that NG to help stabilize the sound as it moves, and then mouth the words while holding an NG so that the vocal tract doesn't get too bouncy while you're doing it. And then apologies has to be opened out. Because if you try to go to G's, I don't know, I haven't tried it. Let's see. I push through the corners with no apologies. You can. No apology. J, G, 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 G's. It's really a preference. With no apologies. If you go, I also would change that, maybe change that ja to more of a cha. No apology, cheese. No apologies. I don't know. That actually felt like it stabilized it. So I would say it's play with apologies and move that vowel in and out to where it feels good to you, and then bounce between ja and cha. And it's really just sort of like levers and dials until you find the one that your voice likes the best. So there you go, guys. So now I know what tips I'm gonna condense and put onto YouTube. If you have questions and you're watching this playback, drop them in the comments there, and I will, if there's a spot that I missed, let me know. And yeah, see you guys soon. And there you go, Catherine. There's a whole My Days breakdown. And the others for my Karaoke Club members who have requested the breakdowns, they are coming. They are coming now that I have a voice back. So I ask me why I went to the hardest one first. I don't know. I don't know. All right. Have a good afternoon, everybody.